Welcome to The Proof, News Central and Africa Check's investigative program where we verify viral claims and debunk misinformation. Today, we examine two serious allegations circulating online about President Bola Tinubu. The first claims he withdrew security details from northern governors, and the second alleges he ordered the closure of mosques in Lagos. But what's the truth behind these claims? Just how far have they gone? It's time to separate fact from fiction. I'm Darshan Usman. Welcome back. Now, to help us unpack the truth about these claims, we have Catherine Adeniyi, a researcher with the continent's leading fact-checking organization, Africa Check. Thank you for joining us, Catherine.
Thank you for having me, Darshan.
Let's start with the first claim. Now, social media posts allege that President Tinubu withdrew security details from northern governors because they exposed his tax reform bill. While there has been opposition and controversy surrounding the bill, is there any truth to this?
No, there is no evidence to support this claim. And security details are a critical part of governance in Nigeria, and withdrawing them would have far-reaching consequences. It would affect not just the safety of the governors, but also the governance of their state. And such a drastic move would undoubtedly attract significant attention, both locally and internationally. However, there are no credible reports from any reputable news source confirming this claim.
What about the social media posts themselves? Do they provide any supporting evidence?
No, they don't. The posts are vague and fail to specify key details such as when or where Tinubu gave this order. And this vagueness is a common red flag for misinformation. And if such an action had occurred, it would have been a major news story. Yet, no legitimate outlet has reported on it.
Before we look at the second claim, can you give us an update on the status of the tax reform bill? Are northern governors still opposed to it? Where do they and the bill stand now?
As of 28 November, the tax reform bill had passed its second reading in the National Assembly. And during a plenary session on 5 December, the Senate clarified that deliberations on the bill had not been withdrawn. But northern leaders remain opposed to the bill, arguing that it would affect the economic stability and development of their region.
Catherine, let's take a quick break now. When we come back, we'll look at the second claim and also dig a little deeper into why such claims spread. Stay with us.
In this age where misinformation is rampant, it is important that you know how to check the information that you receive online to see if they're authentic, believable, or correct. Here are 3 tips to help you. 1. Before you share any information, always verify. If you have any doubts, if you're unsure, if you're unable to verify these claims, do not share them. 2. Check credible sources. Check if any credible news outlets have published this particular information, and you can also check with official government sources if there's any information about it. 3. You can send to fact checkers like Africa Check to help you verify. You can send it to us on WhatsApp on 090-8377-7789. You can also tag us on X, Instagram, and Facebook, and we'll be happy to fact check them for you. See ya!
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. You're watching The Proof, where we take viral claims and stories apart to get to the truth at the heart of the matter. Today, we're looking at claims revolving around Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu. Now, joining me is Africa Check researcher Catherine Adeniyi. Now, we've dealt with the claim that said President Tinubu removed the security detail from northern governors because they opposed the tax reform bill. That claim has been debunked. Catherine, can you take us into the second claim that said Tinubu ordered the closure of mosques in Lagos?
This claim is also false. President Tinubu is a practicing Muslim, and it's highly unlikely he would order the closure of mosques. Such an action would alienate a significant portion of his supporters and contradict his religious beliefs. Furthermore, there have been no reports of unrest or public outcry from religious leaders or the Muslim community in Lagos, which you would expect if mosques were closed.
So no credible evidence supports either claim. Why do you think these false stories are being spread?
These stories appear to be deliberate attempts to stir up tension and create divisions. Misinformation like this often thrives in politically charged environments where it can be used to manipulate public sentiment or undermine trust in leadership. And in Nigeria, where religion and ethnicity play significant roles in society, false claims like this can be particularly harmful.
It's concerning how quickly these stories gain traction and move around the internet. What steps can people take to avoid falling for such misinformation?
The first step is to approach viral claims critically. Always check the source of the information, and if it's from an unreliable or unknown platform, be skeptical. Look for specific details like dates, location, or official statements. Reputable fact-checking organizations like Africa Check are excellent resources for verifying claims. And most importantly, pause before sharing anything that seems to be sensational or designed to provoke outrage.
Those are excellent tips. Now, before we wrap up, is there a broader lesson here about the dangers of misinformation?
Absolutely. Misinformation erodes trust in institutions and can inflame tensions, especially in religiously and ethnically diverse society like Nigeria's. Everyone must prioritize accuracy and fact-checking in their interactions online. And by doing so, we can help reduce the spread of falsehoods and promote a more informed public discourse.
Thank you so much for those insights. Now, the claims about Tinubu withdrawing security details and closing mosques are unfounded. As always, facts matter, and we must remain vigilant against misinformation. This has been The Proof by Africa Check. If you have comments or claims you want us to fact check, tweet at AfricaCheck_NG. Follow News Central on our social media platforms. It's at News Central TV. And visit our website at www.newscentral.africa. Stay informed and stay alert. I'm Darshan Usman, signing out.